In this video, we're going to draw some circle properties figure. So we'll start off with a circle. Okay, the green color points indicates where your mouse will click from start till end. So usually I prefer the first one. So what it means is you click the center and you drag your mouse to the size that you want. After that, let go of your left button of the mouse. You'll notice that there's a mark here. If you do not want it, what you can do is go to the circumference and right click, edit properties. Under center mark, you can select none and press OK, or you can change the size. Whenever you hover your mouse to the center, it will indicate the center with this red dot here. So now let's draw the radius using the line tool, which is the first one here. So we will click and drag, click, drag, let go. Now, there's this cross here. It means there is no grid aware drawing. It does not snap to the endpoints if you click on this. So why is this useful? It is useful when you want to make very fine adjustments to the movement of or the endpoints of the line. You realize that when you have this default setting, where it is the use geometrically aware drawing, you have a snapping feeling whenever you draw lines. So if you want it to be more precise, to be at a certain particular or specific points that you want, you can actually use the no aware tool or the no aware function, and you can adjust. The issue is it may not end directly or exactly at where you want. So sometimes you may have to zoom in a bit. Okay, you see that here it exceeded the circumference. So for us here, we will still use the geometrically aware drawing button or function here. And when you draw the line, you notice some red lines. It means that this point is at the intersection of the radius and the circumference, which is good because this is what we want. So we will continue to use that tool instead. Now you realize that the vertices here are not labeled. So there are two ways to do it. The first way is use this marked point and you will click and drag. So click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. So if you want to edit it, okay, you can right click. Remember, we are at this mark point tool. So if you are at the select tool, you can also do the same. You can click and right click, and you can change the letters to the one that you want. Another way is to click on this tool here, text toolbox or text box tool, and you can select where you want the text to be, and you can type in your text. All right. So that's another way. So let's try again. Click in the text, select the style that you like, select the size that you like. All right. So the size that you usually use is 12. So once you like the size, you can set as default. And now you can use the select tool and move, right, the text box. Okay, we will not use this. Finally, let's draw the angle using the angle tool. And select the placement of the angle. whether is it the reflex or the obtuse. So we want this angle here. And this will be the exact angle that's drawn accurately. And we can now use the select tool to help us to adjust the distance between the arc and the number. And finally, we will draw the acute angle, which is the angle at the circumference. Click. Notice that, okay, we want this to be a letter. Then what we will do is we will click on it and right click, select the X here, and change it to the letter that you want. So let's call this P and press OK. So similarly, you can also drag. If you want it to be a double angle, okay, you will not be able to select this letter P. So what you can do is actually create a text box instead. Press P and drag it. So the last thing to take note is you can also again use this no aware drawing function here, and you will realize that now when you shift the text box, you can shift to more places as it will not snap to the grid.